recording. Oh, maybe we're not. Did it go? It didn't give us a little warning. Okay. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I almost said Monday. Thank you guys for being flexible on the call tonight. We wanted to make sure Michelle, McKenna, and I could all be here at the same time because of what we want to talk about tonight. And we've been planning this for a long time, every tiny little itty bitty detail. So it was really important for us to be on this call together. And thank you for, I know it's late and it's Tuesday, but I am just going to get right into it. I'm going to share kind of our announcement. Michelle's going to go into some details. Stephanie is here as our special guest today, and she's going to share a little bit. And then McKenna's going to close us out and talk a little bit about some other things we have going on this month as well that are very exciting. So let me share my screen. All right. So tonight's call is all about our brand new what we're calling Business Builder Retreat. Woo woo! Michelle's so pumped. Oh, and by the way, if you guys didn't notice, McKenna and I are wearing these really wonderful Snuggies from Beachbody that they sent us. That's why we're wearing these. Oh, Stacy's in the waiting room. Hold on. Okay, so as you guys know, we did decide to reschedule what we had already planned as the Diamond Retreat. And for newer coaches on the team, we host these retreats in hopes to reward the coaches who have been building their business and who get to diamond rank. And while that's all great and dandy and should be 1000% celebrated, we just felt like over the last couple of years that we wanted to be able to celebrate more than just coaches who are getting to diamond, and specifically coaches who continue to grow and not just get to one place in their business and stop, or get to one place in their business and fall off because they've achieved something and now what, then they fall off and they maybe don't do what they had been doing. So we wanted to get together and brainstorm a way where we can be more inclusive with this retreat. So we have rescheduled our retreat for May 4th through the 7th. Sorry, people are popping in Mesa, Arizona, in the same house we held our Diamond Retreat in a couple years ago. And it was beautiful and perfect. And we're going to go over details on how you get a spot at that retreat, whether you are a brand new coach or you've been a coach for 5, 6, 7 years. Everyone has even playing field in how they can get to this retreat. And we want to make sure that everyone understands how they can qualify to get there. Okay, for those of you who don't know, we host these retreats and we love to just spoil the crap out of our team. We do trainings with corporate. Sometimes we have live corporate people even fly out. We had Doug Moss come to Whitefish, Montana this last year, just about a year ago, and spoke with us. And we've also had, other corporate people. Keyshawn zoomed in Arizona. So we definitely get top-notch trainings for everybody. So obviously we want to help grow everyone's business and get great trainings. We also do photo shoots so you can have content to share on social media. We treat you to hair and makeup. And obviously we do a ton of team bonding. And this is the core of honestly why I went all in with my business. I went to my first retreat after a year of being a coach. And while I loved it, it wasn't until I saw all those people in person that I had met through a computer screen that I just completely and utterly fell in love with what we were creating here within this team culture. And I knew that I was never going to miss another retreat, and I haven't since. And now we get to host our own and pay it forward. And it's like being a parent, like you love opening presents on Christmas, but then to see your kids open presents is like 10 times better, or family members that you love. But these retreats really are a push to where you make a shift in how you view what we do, because I know it can get monotonous when we're sitting behind a screen at home by ourselves a lot of the time, but then we really get to connect in person with these people that we've maybe never even met. So these were just some fun pictures from our last trip in Arizona. Obviously, we do tons of fun stuff. We're silly. We spoil you guys with gifts. And that's kind of the gist of it. So Michelle is going to go into now how to qualify to get there. And we decided to break it down in 3 tiers of categories. And again, she's going to break that down. So I'm going to throw it over to you, Michelle.
Awesome. You guys, I am so freaking pumped. Like, if you cannot feel my energy through this computer screen, like, you need to feel it because I am so freaking excited. These retreats are incredible. When I went to my first retreat back in January 2020, like right before the pandemic hit, it was such a huge game changer for me. And I remember at that moment sitting at the airport, coming home. I share this story all the time. That's when I went all in. Like after being at this retreat, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It is incredible. And so these retreats are like literally milestones in your business and just help you continue to push and grow. And I'm just so excited that we have these different qualifications that you can meet, because no matter what rank you are, this is a turning point in your business. So this is the huge overview. I'm going to actually skip this slide, Kinsey, because it's a little overwhelming, and I'm going to break it down a little bit smaller. So the first thing that you need to know to get to this retreat, there are 12 spots and only 12 spots available at this point in time, because 4 of them have already been taken, which we will get to celebrate those people in just a minute. But so there are 12 spots available amongst 3 different tiers in which you can qualify. So we have tier 1, which are active diamond coaches. We have tier 2, which are our new coaches and new emeralds. And then tier 3, which are our veteran emeralds or inactive diamonds, or anybody who's kind of been in the business a while. So how this works is, since our spots are super limited, we really want it to be a place where if you are pushing to grow, then you can get there. So if you are in tier 1, which is an active diamond, you are consistently growing your business, you are maintaining your rank. So that's automatically going to guarantee you a spot at our retreat. If you are in tier 2, which is our brand new coaches, so coaches who haven't even joined our team yet, maybe coaches who join in the new year, or coaches who have 0 rank at all right now, you can qualify in tier 2. And we'll get to those specifications here in a minute. And the reason we do that is we want to reward consistent behavior. I know a lot of us, if you've been in the business a while, you may have fluctuated from coach to emerald to diamond to emerald to diamond, back and forth, back and forth. But what we want to do is help you to build a consistent business, a consistent stream of income. And so we want to reward those behaviors of those people doing those things. So we want to kind of have an even playing field with rank and reward people who are consistently showing up. So if you are in tier 1 or tier 2, so again, that's tier 1 is active diamonds, in tier 2, brand new coaches or brand new emeralds, you are guaranteed a spot at our retreat, okay, if you meet the qualifications. Then if we have leftover spots available, then this is what we have, which are tier 3 qualifiers, which are basically people who have been around in the business since before this last July. And so if you've been around in the business, you're automatically going to qualify into tier 3, but that doesn't guarantee you a spot. To guarantee you a spot, you will need to push to jump up to tier 1, which is an active diamond, or you need to be a super, super consistent in tier 3, but we could fill up all of our spots in tier 1 and tier 2, which I'll get to specifications here in a minute. So let's jump to that. So go ahead and go to the next slide. So tier 1, which are our active diamond coaches. So if you are an active diamond coach, anytime between now and March 31st, and you hold diamond rank for 6 weeks, and you hit Success Club 5 for any of those 3 months in there. So let's say it's December, January, and March, doesn't have to be consecutive, just 3, then you are going to qualify under tier 1 and you're going to be guaranteed a spot. So active diamond, 6 weeks, plus hit Success Club 5 or more 3 times. You have to hold paid emerald rank the entire time. So we're not making you hold diamond the entire time, but you need to be a paid emerald the entire time and at the retreat to qualify. And if you do that, again, automatic guaranteed spot. You're not going to have to pay anything except for your plane ticket or gas to get to the retreat. So that includes our house, our food, photography. You get more outfit changes and more professional shots for being an active diamond. And you also get a diamond qualifying bonus gift. So that happens under tier 1. And I'll take questions too after this. Tier 2 is for our brand new coaches and new emeralds. So basically, if you have signed up as a brand new coach as of July 1st, or you have hit emerald after July 1st, the first time you became emerald, then you qualify under tier 2. Okay, so you're new into the business, you're still figuring it out. We want to reward that behavior, almost kind of like a mini success starter in a way. So in that period, you need to hit emerald or hold emerald for 6 consecutive weeks, starting from today. If you wanted, you could start qualification today or this Thursday, which is the 3rd, I think. Hold emerald for 6 consecutive weeks and hit Success Club 5 or higher 3 times between now and April 30th. So you have a little bit longer because we want to give our new coaches who sign up in January this time to qualify. And you guys, this is open to your downline too. So you may qualify yourself for retreat, and then maybe you sign an awesome new coach in January. They can be at this retreat with you. How cool would that be? That would be so awesome that you earn your spot and then you have a brand new coach that gets to come with you at this retreat. Like that would be incredible. So again, that qualification is from November 1st to April 30th. So hold emerald 6 consecutive weeks, hit Success Club 5 or higher any of those 3 months. Again, you will still need to maintain paid emerald rank through the rest of your qualification period and at retreat, because this isn't one of those things where you're just going to hit rank and you're going to fall off. Remember, we're trying to grow our income. We're trying to be very, very focused on growing our business. So maintaining emerald is non-negotiable. And this includes housing, food, photography. You're going to get some professional shots in one outfit. So it's a little different than diamond. You get a little less shots and you don't get an outfit change, but that's okay. And it's going to cost you $50 because you know how much these retreats cost to put out? Let's just say my husband's kind of giving me the side eye over here because it's a lot of money. Okay. So $50 plus whatever flight gas to get where you need to go. So that's tier 2. All right. And then the third way that you could potentially qualify, oh yeah, it's so worth it, is our coaches who are veteran emeralds or became an emerald as of July 1st. So this kind of means anybody who's been in the business before July. And if you're confused about where you qualify, like don't sweat it. Just reach out to your coach. They can look it up. It's super simple. But here again, you have to hold emerald for 6 consecutive weeks, anytime between November 1st through March 31st. So 6 weeks plus hitting Success Club 5 or higher any of those 3 months. Okay. And if you do that, you secure your spot. But again, you have to hold paid emerald rank because again, like we talked about, you're growing a business. We want this to be a sustainable business. You got to hold emerald rank through the rest of qualification and retreat. Okay. This also includes housing, food, photography. Again, same thing like tier 2. You get one outfit, professional photos, but $50 plus travel. So as you can see, the majority of our spots are going to be filled with diamonds in tier 1 and new coaches and new emeralds in tier 2. And then any leftover spots will go to tier 3. So you're like, hold on a second, Michelle, I'm in tier 3. How do I make sure I guarantee my spot? Because there's a lot of us probably trying to get those tier 3 spots if we have a lot of new coaches enroll. So let's say there ends up being 3 spots left after we get all of our tier 1 there, all of our tier 2 there. Say there's 3 spots left. If there is a tie, it comes down to cumulative Success Club points. So let's say Candace, Karen, Kaylin, and Stacy are all trying to push for retreat. They were just first on my screen here. And there's 3 spots and there's 4 of them. What we're going to end up doing is adding up all of their Success Club points between November 1st and March 31st. And that's how we'll kind of rank order you. Whoever has gained more Success Club points will kind of get that next spot. So that's why it's incentive to continue to push and continue to grow. But if you just get right up to active diamond, then you're just going to secure your spot right out of the gate, and you have plenty of time to do that. So those are the 3 levels that you can qualify to go. Go ahead and go to the next slide, Kinsey. And so if you don't know where you kind of qualify, that's where your coach is going to be there to help you. We're actually going to be updating a leaderboard every week. We'll kind of show you where you're at in comparison, so you can kind of gauge like how much harder you need to push and things like that to guarantee your spot. So I'm going to turn it over to Miss Stephanie in just a second, because I see Kinsey flagging me down.
One thing I was just going to say, and I think the question that's going to arise with all of this, obviously the length of the qualification ending April 30th for tier 2 coaches, is that, well, Kinsey, how do we know to get our airfare? Well, we will have projections, like Michelle said. We are going to be watching these numbers and doing a lot of leaderboard updates. So we are going to have a good idea probably by February, March, of how many tier 1 and tier 2 spots are pretty much snagged, or we can project that are going to be snagged. And because then obviously the 6-week qualification for diamond is, shortening. So we will be able to have good projections in terms of planning travel. So obviously that's a big thing, but it doesn't hurt to buy flight insurance too. Okay, go ahead, Michelle.
So I wanted to congratulate, really one person, since Kinsey McKenna and I are putting on this retreat, for already locking it in. So let's give it up for Stephanie. So proud of you. Congratulations. So Stephanie has locked it in under tier 1. So she has guaranteed her spot at retreat, which is very exciting. So we'll be updating this picture as well for people who are in tier 1 and in tier 2, because again, those are guaranteed spots. But we'll also have some other leaderboards that will kind of show you where you're at, your total Success Club points, those kinds of things, so you can kind of figure out how much more you need to push to kind of get a spot at retreat. But you guys, you don't want to miss this, especially with all these big changes happening with body. Like, it's going to be good. 2023 is gonna be an epic year, and we hope you're along for the ride. All right, so I'm going to pass it over to Steph, because she has been at so many of our retreats, and it's so important to hear like perspectives from people who've really experienced it firsthand. So I'm just going to let her take it away.
Thank you. Gosh, I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited too. I mean, if you're thinking, it sounds hard, or I don't know if I can do it, or if I buy something and then I don't get to go, I want to encourage you to listen to my heart for just a few minutes and decide if this makes you excited even a little bit. It's going to be exponentially better than anything I have to say right now. Trust me. So there are 5 reasons I've already kind of been mentioned why I love retreats and why I think you need to be there. So the first one is that travel is fun. I mean, it's a blast. I love going to new places, but arriving at a retreat is way different than arriving at Summit. Summit is amazing. We should be there every year, but getting at a retreat is just so personal and unique, and it's special. It feels special. So you really want to come to this retreat, and it's a new spot. I've never been there. I'm super excited. So that's my first suggestion, is that you want to get there because it's just fun. The second thing is that we're going to meet each other. So some of us have had the privilege of meeting at Summit or other retreats, maybe Super Saturdays, but a lot of us haven't. We've seen each other right here. And as you can see, because life happens, we're muted. Our video is off. We don't really know each other, not really. But when you get together in a room with women that I see somebody coming in. When you get together with women and you see them and you talk to them, it changes your relationship. It bonds you together with each other in a way that you can't do like this. This is amazing, but you got to be together. Stacy and I became best friends on our first team call. And then when we met in San Diego, it was awesome. I got to see Michelle get up at the butt crack of dawn in San Diego and work out all by herself. And so when I saw her online working out early in the morning, I was like, yeah, I know she really does do that. Like, it makes a connection. It proves it kind of, we see each other. It's real. Okay. So I think that's really important. The third thing is meeting leaders and mentors. So I will never forget the first time I met Kelly Jimenez. She felt like a celebrity to me. I looked up to her, and I got to ride in we was in San Diego, got to ride in the Uber from the restaurant we met at to the house we were at, which, by the way, was so gorgeous. And we were right off the beach. And she was just so natural and comfortable to talk to. And I got to hear her heart about struggles that she had with her husband traveling and things she was dealing with her kids. And she felt she had some insecurities that she shared. I saw them as we interacted with each other. I'm like, she really is just another tough chick like the rest of us, right? But it felt so cool to get to connect with her. Doug Moss, Keyshawn, was that, these people are that you look at on the stage at Summit, and we actually saw them face to face. Like, we talked to them and hugged them. And well, I didn't hug Doug. I don't know if anybody else did, but Keyshawn, I did. And it makes a difference. And this thing about Kelly, so at this last Summit, I love to do the crab dance. Me and Sarah I think Sarah, I need to give credit to Sarah, but we perfected it. And Stacy, we got Kelly to do it. I said, Kelly, you need to do it. She's like, no. I said, look you're always encouraging us to step outside of our comfort zone. And this is what you need to do now. You need to step outside your comfort zone, because she doesn't dance. Have you noticed she doesn't do anything like that? So I made her do it with me. And I could only do that because we had a friendship that happened at a retreat. It never would have happened anyplace else. So it's important. The fourth thing is because it's an impact on your daily life. So on one of the, I was with Andy and Kelly, and I'm sorry, there was two other chicks in the car. I can't remember. I just remember Andy and Kelly taught me something. Andy was driving. We were trying to find each other. It was this rocky place we were heading to for a hike. And we were kind of missing each other. So she's on Voxer, and she taps on the Voxer and starts talking. And I'm like, whoa, you're not holding the button in to talk, because for about a year I'd been holding in the button to talk on Voxer, and then something would happen and my thumb came off and I didn't know where it happened. So I had to listen or just guess. Like, that one small little thing. Kelly's like, oh yeah, sure. Let me show you where it's at in the settings. She shows me where it's at in the settings. Changed my life, like literally changed my daily life. I would not have known that if I hadn't been hanging out with other coaches in a small, intimate setting. So life-changing things, little things that you pick up from each other that you would not pick up on a call or in a big group. It just doesn't happen. So you got to be there for that. I don't know what's going to change your life, but something, trust me, will change your life. And the fifth thing is pictures. It doesn't matter. The professional pictures are really cool. Okay. It doesn't matter if you get one outfit change or two, or if you're, sneaky like me and you make it two because you take a jacket off. But the pictures that you take with your friends and each other, and getting ice cream and standing around, and that whole thing with the wine and the cigarettes, sorry, glass. Sorry, with the glass and the frying pan was magic. And when I saw Stacy do it on another thing, I thought, man, I wish I had done that. But that's the kind of stuff you get pictures of stuff at retreats that you can share all year in your social media, in posts, in advertisements, in your newsletters, whatever it is. The pictures are amazing, and you don't get to take them the same way at Summit as you do at a retreat. So it's not just a trip you're earning. It is a life-changing moment in your 3 days. Sorry, I don't do math. I can't carry the one on a Tuesday night. 3-day life-changing experience this next year. You need to be there. You just, that's all there is to it. I'm gonna stop talking or else I'm gonna repeat myself twice and tell 3 random stories. There I go.
I love,
Oh my
oh,
gosh.
Stephanie. I was gonna add one thing, like what you said with the pictures. What I kept thinking was like having all of that content. I mean, obviously those are memories, but when we get to share them on social media, it adds credibility to what we do. Like people are like, oh, she's not just talking about this community that she has and sharing other people's Instagram. I feel like sometimes I see things on social media and I'm like, is it really that way though? Like this is our time to prove that it really is the way that we paint it to be. So, oh, I love that. Go ahead, McKenna. Sorry.
No, you're good. I love that. I was actually just thinking too, with the photos, we have booked the same fabulous, amazing photographer that we all love and we've had great experiences with. So I want to just in close kind of share a couple things with you guys. First and foremost, do not wait until the end to start pushing. Do not wait until you're down to the wire. Start pushing and working your business now, because you don't want to wait till the last minute and then stress and then panic and try and juggle everything. Push now, lock it in. We've said tier 1 and tier 2 are locked in, but the reality is if we were to have 12 diamonds qualified, then there wouldn't be any room for tier 2. So realistically, we're thinking and hoping that everyone in tier 2 will get to qualify, but we might get down to seeing if we can bend the rules and do a blowout mattress, or we might have to count Success Club point tallies like tier 3 if there isn't enough room. So realistically, lock it in and lock it in ASAP, get your spot filled, because tier 2, like lock it in, get your name officially on the board and set so you don't have to stress. And if you are pushing your business now versus waiting for the new year, you're going to see so much more momentum in the new year. So don't wait, start now. I know there are some really exciting changes coming in the new year, but that doesn't mean we coast until those changes happen. It means we start talking about it now. So on that, I wanted to share when it comes to kind of some things going on this year. First of all, when it comes to this diamond retreat, or sorry, business builder retreat, if you are interested in pushing for this, and this is something you want to go for and you want to push, Michelle is going to throw up a post in Team Fired Up today. And we are going tonight, and we are going to have you drop a comment below. If you're not in Team Fired Up, let your coach know that we can get you added. But we want to have a thread of everyone who's interested, everyone who's pushing, and then we're going to make graphics on everybody who's eligible, and we are going to make put you into which tier. So you know if you're pushing currently, this is where you fall, and you can have a visual, and we know who's pushing together, who's running, who's our accountability buddies, who we're looking forward to seeing there and having that community. So keep an eye out for that post tonight. Drop your comment. And then the end of this month, I don't know if Stephanie got the message and knows it's happening. Does she know about the flash sale? Okay, cool. Michelle and Stephanie are hosting a flash sale for the team on Black Friday. So November 25th. The 21st, Monday the 21st, they are going to do a team call all about the flash sale, talking about specifics, how you get paid, how you are taking money out of your own commission to offer these discounts, and sharing all the nitty gritty. So make sure you are on that call and wait until the call to start posting about the flash sale, because we don't want to start sharing about now and get no sales now through through then, because people are waiting for the sale. So sell like normal, share like normal, do that. And then the point with the flash sale is to get some last minute sales, get some extra commissions, get some extra volume, and just help new people or even customers try new products at a discounted price. So it's going to be fun extra to offer to people. So mark your calendar. Stephanie and Michelle are going to plan that call and help host the flash sale. It's going to be fire. Flash sale is always really fun. So that is for Black Friday. Really quickly, I have a note on calls. Next Monday, Kinsey is going to be, actually no, the 7th, I think is our skip week. We talked about taking, right?
No, we were skipping Halloween, but the 7th was either going to be this call or tonight. So I'm
Okay. So we don't have a topic for the 7th yet, but the 14th, Kinsey is going to be talking about the body blocks and what's coming to that, new specifics, how to talk about it, how to share about it. Michelle and Stephanie will be sharing on the 21st about the flash sale. And then on the 28th, I'm going to go deep dive into kind of the new personal development changes with Beachbody and Petra. I'm going to talk more about dessert every day and how to market that and where to find content for that. And then also talk more about Energize and healthy energy. So we've got some really great tips, tangible tricks to really help you guys apply in this business. We will share on the 7th what our topic is to be determined. This call was kind of up in the air on date. So mark your calendars. We will try and share a post in the next week. We'll type out the different topics, who's hosting and the time, because I know it kind of varies between 6 and 7. So we'll try and get those up for the month with it. I'm sure Michelle will make a great graphic so that you guys can plan accordingly and mark your calendar. But we want to make sure that we're really bringing great tangible content to you guys. And so if you have any requests on topics, message one of the 3 of us. We'd love to take notes, but we love having you guys on. We love sharing helpful information, and we're just so excited for the retreat and ending the year strong. And we've got all the fun things planned.
So excited. Just before we hop off, does anyone have questions they want to ask about anything we mentioned tonight? Doesn't have to be just about the retreat, but.
Oh yeah, and Michelle's going to make Healthy Obsession body block graphics for our stories to use. She will have those for us tomorrow because she's a rock star. So keep an eye out for that as well. But any questions, feel free to type them below or unmute. Yes, retreat is the 4th, starts the 4th of May. 4th through the 7th.
A Cinco de Mayo theme night, maybe. I mean, you have to, right?
Oh, we've got fun stuff planned. Don't you worry.
I think we were on Zoom for like over an hour and a half the other day, all 3 of us just planning all this. So fun. So I'm so excited. Oh, I'm excited. Can we go now? Let's go. Yeah, go, Steph. Get your bag. I'll take my Snuggie. All right, you guys. Well, it was a pleasure, and we will see you Monday.
Keep an eye out for Michelle's post and drop a comment if you're in.
I'll be posting it, but yes.
Oh, Kinsey, sorry. Kinsey's post. Woo.
All right. Bye, you guys. Good night.
Wait. Picture.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Picture.
And everyone turns on their camera. Look,
Please.
every time. And it never fails. Every time. Who's
Okay.
taking it?
I'm just.
I'll try. I'm not. Oh, good. You do it, Michelle. You're way better than me. I get all excited and it's half in.
No worries. I can take it. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Perfect. Got it. I'll post it in the team page.
Good night.
Bye, friends.